The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome out to Prairie View High School, Lacine, Kansas. We're watching the waning moments of the semifinal matchup between Burlington and Eureka. Eureka coming in as the 1 seed. Burlington, I have to look at the bracket to see what seed they were just, I want to say like 6 or 7, something like that. They were down there. I don't know. Let's take a look at that bracket. We'll see where Burlington was. Get to the bottom of it right away. Burlington was a 4 seed, and they gave Eureka a heck of a run in the first half. But Eureka's kind of pulled away. They're up by 10 here in the second half. We do want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is brought to you by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Got real quiet in here for a second.
Everybody wanted to hear about Crocan.
Everybody wants to know. Well, they did, I'm sure. Well, this one wrapping up, about 2.5 minutes left in this one. Then they've got the 20-minute warm-up period before Girard and Frontenac will tip off in the nightcap here tonight. The number 2 versus the number 3 seed. So the seeding in this tournament worked out about right. You've got the top 4 seeds playing for in the final 4 slots. We'll step away for a quick break, come back for the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll talk more about the girls bracket, the boys bracket, all that stuff as we look forward to tonight's action here in the hills of Lynn County.
Long ways from home.
Long ways from home. All that coming up right after this break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Crocan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also your place for pit boss and Traeger grills? Plus, they have the supplies you need to whip up a tasty meal for the whole family. From pans to pellets, you'll find it all at Chronister's. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Welcome back out here to a raucous Prairie View High School. About a minute and change left to play in this semifinal matchup between Eureka and Burlington. And right now, Eureka up by 8. Looks like they're going to put this one to bed and move on to the championship game tomorrow night. We do want to let you know that our pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Jess, let's take another look at that bracket, because it's not the first time when I've looked at this sub-state and I've been like, is that right? Let me read that again. But you look at the girls' bracket, the girls' championship game is the nightcap on Saturday at 7, so the boys' game will be the 5:30 tip, and then the girls' game will follow. I understand that's not the way it works. That's not how high school basketball works.
Welcome to 2022.
Well, okay. Let's talk to Mike Snow, broadcaster for Frontenac, here next to me, and neither one of us could understand why. It's been scheduled that way. It was on the bracket before the teams were, so that one's been written in stone for quite some time. No idea why they have the girls' game start after the boys' game. Not normal, but one of these teams from this ball game will be there, and then of course either Girard or Frontenac coming up in the nightcap here tonight. Let's talk a little bit about that one. Frontenac coming in 13-5 overall, ranked number 13 in Kansas Class A. Of course, they're the number 2 seed here in this sub-state tournament. Trojans come in 15-5, number 16 in Class 3A. They're the number 3 seed in this tournament. And Frontenac got that 2 seed by way of a regular season sweep of the Trojans to give them the edge and the higher seed. In the first round, Trojans defeated Anderson County 46-29. Frontenac beat Humboldt 78-38. So a couple of lopsided wins for both squads. And whichever one is fortunate enough to win that game, I can tell you they're going to have their hands full with Eureka. That's a good-looking team out here.
Yeah, and Burlington has not gone away. They give them all they wanted.
And Eureka's had it in front of me, and then I started flipping around the program here. But Eureka's Ashley Singate, is that how you pronounce her last name? 5'7" sophomore. She's number 1 out there on the floor. If she's on she's talking to Coach Shelley Hoyt right now over by the bench. But, man, for a sophomore, she's a real good-looking player. And there's a lot of coaches out there who's, I'm sure she's already on their radar at the college level. But they have 3 good-looking players on their team. They've got Singate, Brooklyn Patasic, 6-foot senior, and Abby Singate, a 5'8" senior. So they're going to lose a couple of key players next year, but, man, a good-looking team this year, that's for sure. They got some nice role players, so whoever wins tonight between the Trojans and the Raiders they're going to have their work cut out for them Saturday night when they take on this Eureka squad. We'll step away for another break. When we come back, we'll take a deeper look at tonight's matchup between the Trojans and Raiders. Also look ahead to Saturday as the Trojan boys will be in action against Burlington, who, in what I consider to be a bit of a shocker, knocked off Frontenac.
Upset alert.
Yeah, Tuesday night. Last night. So, bit of an upset there. So we'll talk about that on the other side of the break. We're going to step away, and we'll be back. You're watching the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show on Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Westridge is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Westridge is a retirement community with a philosophy of providing seniors with an alternative lifestyle. This lifestyle enhances the retirement years by offering a worry-free, stress-free environment. Their professional staff is there to assist if needed, while active seniors are encouraged to enjoy their daily lives. Westridge is now hiring. To learn more about their open positions, call 620-724-6760. That's 620-724-6760. Go Trojans from Westridge Assisted Living.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Welcome back out here to Prairie View High School. Eureka won the opener tonight, 55-46 over Burlington. And Ashley Singate, 26 points out of a sophomore in a sub-state semifinal game. So watch out for that name. Hopefully she shows up on a Pitt State roster, not Emporia State roster. So Coach David, if you're listening, give that girl a call. Let's start sending her swag right now in the mail. She'd have a Pitt State keychain. She'd have a Pitt State t-shirt, Pitt State bumper stickers, the whole smear, everything. That's just my opinion, though. Nobody asked. All right, taking a look at the next matchup tonight, Trojans versus the Raiders. Of course, the Raiders won both games this season against the Trojans. Starting on February 10th, the Raiders defeated the Trojans 53-34 in Girard, and then 5 days later, defeated the Trojans 47-28 on senior night in Frontenac. And now this is the third time these two teams will meet this season. Trojans have had a hard time dealing with that pressure defense that Frontenac likes to apply, depending upon how this game is called. That type of defense will either get Frontenac in foul trouble or help them tremendously in the first half. We'll wait and see which way the officials go on that. But Frontenac led by number 33, senior Heather Arnett. She's averaging 15.2 points per game, 8.4 rebounds. She is just a 56% free throw shooter. And then backing her up, cleaning it up around the bucket is Hattie Pyle, number 15, the junior. She's averaging 12.5 points per game, just over 8 rebounds a game. She is just a 62% free throw shooter as well. So Frontenac, as a team, not great from the free throw line. And not great from behind the arc, which is strange because when they played Girard the first 2 times this year, they shot the ball very well from beyond the arc, but there is no player on their team who shoots better than 30% from beyond 3. So that's a look inside the game, brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue, downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing, can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. And Jess, I think that the first quarter of this game, if the Trojans can keep up with it, right, weather that storm right out of the big gate, I think they have a good chance here. But if they struggle early to keep control of the ball, it could be a long night.
Right. I agree 100% with that. But I will also throw in that third time, I don't care the matchup, I don't care anything. When you have to try to beat a team for the third time in one season, sometimes that can just be really hard. So I'm going to give the edge to our Lady Trojans tonight, Josh, and I'm going to put my shiny quarter on the table.
Where's that quarter?
Yep, and I've got the Trojans with the upset.
Jess with the sentimental favorite. Of course, always rooting for the Lady Trojans to win, but, man, it's going to be a uphill battle tonight against this Frontenac squad. We've seen them come out and give lots of teams fits this year. Really, the only team that's beaten Frontenac are the same teams that have beaten the Trojans.
Right. Colgan.
Fort Scott once, Colgan twice, and then Frontenac has a loss in a tournament to a private school out of Columbia, Missouri, and then a loss to Springdale, Arkansas, which is like playing one of the Blue Valley schools.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big high school. If you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas recently, those small towns are not small anymore.
Right, and kudos to Coach Fields or their AD, whoever put that together, and to challenge these girls. And losses are okay as long as you learn from them and you see what you need to improve on and you get better.
Well, it certainly hasn't hurt them very much this year as they come in the number 2 seed in this sub-state. And like we've talked about before, Frontenac and Girard, this is a weird sub-state. Frontenac and Girard are the only 2 teams out of the CNC that are in this sub-state. Eureka is about 30 miles from Fredonia.
On the other side of Fredonia.
And yet they have to come all the way to Lacine to go to this sub-state. So who knows what the rhyme or reason is there. I'm sure there's some mathematical formula or algorithm that explains it all up at the KSHSAA mothership, but I don't understand it.
And I was curious thinking, I think 5A football for sure used to do it. They split the state east and west,
right,
and you would pool say there's 32 teams on the east side or 16 teams. I don't know how many teams. I think is there 64 in 3A? I don't know. But you take them east and west and you rate them 1 through, say that there's 32 teams, 1 through 16.
They do that in the upper divisions.
Yes.
They just don't do that in
I don't know why they won't.
4A and down, right?
I think, and then your better records host the game, and the final 8, once you get to the final 4, the final 8 end up at the state tournament.
Right.
And it's a true tournament that way.
You're preaching to the choir here, brother. I'd be all for that.
If KSHSAA's listening, if they ever need any advice, they can always call old Murph. I've always got a lot of it.
You and I should always be grateful that KSHSAA is not listening. Like we could, hopefully they never do.
That goes for anybody. If they ever need any advice, so Murph's full of it. It's not always good advice. It's just advice.
Yeah, it's just advice. All right, well, we're going to step away for our third break of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk starting lineups as we move closer to tip-off. Here it's the semifinal matchup, Kansas Class 3A Sub-State from Prairie View High School. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Your victories are awarding moments at Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. New owners Greg and Missy Scott are excited to build on the 30-plus year tradition of Wilbert's, known across the area as the premier shop for sports awards, medals, custom engraving, plaques, trophies, gift items, corporate awards, and so much more. And with cutting-edge equipment being added, Wilbert's is poised for another successful 30 years. When hard work needs recognized, trust Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Find them on Facebook and at wilbertawards.com. Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers. Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Welcome back to Prairie View High School, Lacine, Kansas, getting set for tip-off tonight's 3A Sub-State semifinal matchup between the Trojans from Girard and the Raiders from Frontenac. To be the third time these teams have met this season. Frontenac's won both prior meetings, each won by about 20 points. So the Trojans going to have to overcome some history here tonight. They're going to top these Raiders, and Jess and I were talking in the last segment about how a lot of it hinges on how the Trojans start out here tonight. You know, when you're the underdog, the longer you stay in a game, the more confident you become, Jess. We've seen Trojans get bit by that a couple times this season, and it'd be nice to be able to be the one doing the biting.
Yeah, and that on the opposite side of that is as the longer you can hang around, Frontenac will start playing not to lose instead of playing to win, and sometimes that makes all the difference in the world.
Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First off, for the Frontenac Raiders, they'll start 5'10" senior Sydney Frankenberry, 5'9" senior Sarah Wood, 5'8" junior Hattie Pyle, 5'7" junior Mia Brown, and 5'6" senior Heather Arnett. The Trojans, they'll start both teams pretty much going with the same starting five we've seen already twice this year in this matchup. Trojans will start 5'5" junior Bailey Troike, 5'11" senior Kinley Smith, 5'9" senior Faith Poland, 5'11" senior Olivia Cullen, and 5'7" junior Emmeline Sinnecott. Those starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Well, that first game ran a little bit long. Now they've got the 20-minute warm-up period running. We're about halfway through that, so I think this is an ideal time to pay the bills, step away for another break, and we'll be back with more of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. You're getting ready to watch Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Your victories are awarding moments at Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. New owners Greg and Missy Scott are excited to build on the 30-plus year tradition of Wilbert's, known across the area as the premier shop for sports awards, medals, custom engraving, plaques, trophies, gift items, corporate awards, and so much more. And with cutting-edge equipment being added, Wilbert's is poised for another successful 30 years. When hard work needs recognized, trust Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Find them on Facebook and at wilbertawards.com.
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crochan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crochan.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Welcome back out here to Prairie View High School. Getting set for tip-off between the Trojans and the Raiders. They're about 5.5 minutes away from tip-off. We'll see. I imagine they're going to let all that time go. I think they're contractually obligated to do so. So we're going to have to wait another 5 minutes for this one to tip off.
And then I don't know, will they do the full
national anthem and all that? Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think they did that last night, and I don't see the trio of trumpet players that gave the national anthem for the first game.
Last night was a saxophone.
Like straight out of the 80s.
Right,
you know? Like,
it sounded good.
Yeah.
She did a great job.
Like you belong to the city,
yeah.
You know? It was good. The trio tonight kind of gave it a little bit of a mariachi feel to the national anthem. We'll wait and see what it is tomorrow because we'll be here.
We will.
Trojans taking on the Burlington Wildcats in the final on the boys' side. We know that Eureka has already punched their ticket for the final on the girls' side, and we'll wait to see how this one shakes out between the Trojans and the Raiders to finish up those final matchups for Saturday. And again, the boys' game tips at 5:30, so we'll have pregame starting at about 5. And then following that will be the girls' matchup. If the Trojans are fortunate enough to make it to that final,
we'll be here.
We'll be here, and we'll just keep right on rolling from one end to the other, just like we do all year, only boys first, girls second.
Yep. No, I don't, sitting here thinking, I don't know, Josh, you sure don't want to get in a track meet with this Raider girls team.
No.
They will run you out of the gym. But I also don't feel like you want to just sit back and I hate to use the word stall, but run a kind of a stall type offense and
slow it down.
Yeah.
Like limit the number of possessions. I don't know, man.
Coach
if I'm Girard and I can take care of the ball.
Yeah, that's going to be
that's
the key.
The thing. You try to slow the game around, you got to throw about 15 passes, and that's where Frontenac gets you with their pressure defense. And so the Trojans, I don't think trying to stall is going to bode well for them, because I think they'd be better off just to get to the bucket as quick as they can.
Our shooters are going to have to shoot tonight.
Yep.
Danny Lopez, Riley Brooks, Faith Poland,
Hayden
Buckley, and then, Kinley Smith, Olivia Colin. Those girls underneath the basket's going to have to just be strong. Right.
Yeah.
And I put my quarter on the table. I still got the Trojans, and would be a minor up. What's this, a 2-3 game?
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Well, that would be a minor upset, but knowing how the first two games these teams have played this year have gone, it's a pretty decent upset, I think, if the Trojans are able to pull it off tonight.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at that boys bracket. You see the Trojans defeated Humboldt 60-28, and then last night I stuck around for the nightcap. I was glad I did. It was a heck of a game.
Yeah, you surprised me when you called me. I was laying in bed.
Yeah, Burlington, I thought I'd wake you up with the good news.
Yeah.
Burlington defeated Frontenac 61-58 to seal that win, and it really wasn't that close. Frontenac was able to come back in the fourth quarter and take a lead briefly, but really Burlington kind of controlled the pace of that game from start to finish. And, the Wildcats are going to be a tough draw for Girard tonight. I was talking to Coach Westcott, and he'd already scouted Frontenac a couple times, as you might imagine.
Right.
And so now he had a whole new team to go scout. So he was glad to not be playing Frontenac, but at the same time, new homework to do. So hopefully you got a good scouting report on Burlington, and Trojans will be ready to go tomorrow. But first things first, the Girard girls got one to play here against the Frontenac Raiders. They're getting ready to do the starting lineups. We'll step away for a break, and we'll be back with tip-off from here in Lacine. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Starting lineups being introduced here at Prairie View High School. Host of this sub-state tournament, one of several across the state of Kansas this week. There's a possibility that you could get two CNC teams into the state tournament if Girard or Frontenac is able to win here. Galena, the odds-on favorite, and the girls bracket in Fredonia, so you have a chance for a couple of CNC teams to make it on both the boys and the girls side, as Galena the odds-on favorite in that Fredonia sub-state, and the Trojans still with a shot to advance out of this Lacine sub-state. So hoping for all the success for the CNC teams this year as we head into the postseason. Getting set to tip this one off, I believe Frankenberry is going to tip it off against Olivia Cullen. Your opening tip brought to you by Loritz Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Loritz Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even glasses from Loritz Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. They'll tip off. Guess who? Heather Arnett ends up with the tip, and she's right to the bucket. And Frontenac out to an early lead. Trojans with it now for their first offensive possession. Kinley Smith handling on the wing, dribbles into traffic, and turns it over. First turnover of the night on the Trojans. Shot on the way from Patty Pyle for three is good. And man, they don't shoot the three well, Jess, unless they're playing Girard. Then they shoot it very well. Get a foul against Arnett. Her first, and there we see it. Officials calling fouls on that aggressive defense that Frontenac likes to play, and they're going to have to adjust to that if the officials continue to whistle them. Get it down low to Cullen, off the glass, won't go, gets her own rebound, kicks it out. Shot on the way from Bailey Troike won't go, tipped around, and Frankenberry tracks it down for Frontenac. Frankenberry will pull the trigger on a three, off the iron, no good. Troike with the rebound. Frankenberry didn't follow her shot. And a long pass over the top by Troike, too high for Sinnott, and it'll turn it over to Frontenac. A couple of turnovers on their first three possessions for the Trojans. They trail it 5-0 here in the early going. Pyle gives it up in the corner to Frankenberry. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down to Troike. Trojans look to push, get it ahead to Kinley Smith, working against Mia Brown. Now Trojans will kick it back out and reset. Brown deflects the pass. Seneca tracks it down. Pass deflected. Frankenberry comes away with the steal. Ahead to Arnett. She gets it off the glass. And timeout on the floor. Coach Herlocker wants to talk it over. 30-second timeout. And Jess, we talked about how important the start was for the Lady Trojans. And right out of the gate, less than 2 minutes off the clock, and they're down 7-0.
Yeah, not the start that we anticipated.
Frontenac just kind of dropping back into that zone, but they jump out and extend it in the half court. It's giving the Trojans some trouble. We've seen some errant passes. We've seen, some dribbling into traffic. Just not very crisp against that zone. That's probably what Coach Herlocker's trying to iron out with them right now.
Relax, execute a game plan. I know Coach Herlocker says those words a lot.
Well, that's what they need to do right now, but easier said than done sometimes. Poland will handle the inbound pass from Troike. Gets it ahead to Kinley Smith over the top to Olivia Cullen. Now back out top to Poland. Her shot off the iron, no good. And Arnett was outletting, but nobody could find her for Frontenac, and now they'll settle into the half court. Frankenberry with it into the corner to Arnett. Now to Hattie Pyle in the post. Mia Brown, her shot won't go. Or I'm sorry, that was Sarah Wood. Her shot won't go. Have a held ball. It'll be to the Trojans. Frontenac bringing the full court pressure now. Trojans barely able to break it. Get it through to Poland, and her bounce pass into the feet of Frankenberry, and that will stay with the Trojans on the kick ball. Smith looking to get it in. It's to Poland in the corner. Shot on the way. No good. Down to Kinley Smith on the blocks. Her shot too strong. Rebound comes down. Brown had it. Now Frankenberry cleans it up for Frontenac. Arnett with it on the wing. Up top to Frankenberry. Into the lane to Hattie Pyle. She'll put it on the floor. And she's going to be fouled before the shot. I think they're going to get Olivia Cullen with this one. Yep. I rearranged my score sheet for the first time in this year, so now I'm having to hunt everybody down again. It's no good. Held ball on the rebound as Cullen rips it away from Arnett. It'll stay with Frontenac. Under 5 minutes to play. Trojans trailing at 7-0. Frankenberry for three, off the back iron, no good. Tipped around, Hattie Pyle comes away with it for Frontenac. Rebounding has been a big advantage for Frontenac both times these clubs have met this year. Rebound comes down to Kinley Smith. Danica Lopez with it, gets ahead to Riley Brooks. Trying to go cross court to Cullen, bad idea. Out of her reach, and that'll turn it over again. Trojans just out of sorts here at the beginning minutes of this one. There you go, Dale. Wow, there's a traveling violation against Kinley Smith, and that's another turnover on the Trojans. I have that as 5 turnovers here early against Girard. Arnett will pull up for the 15-footer off the glass and good. I don't think she called bank on that, but still counted. They don't require that. So Riley Brooks runs into Arnett, and that'll be Arnett's second. Arnett will sit. Riley Green checks into the game along with Kinley Lakey. And looking for the other one. It's not a number 4 in the program, so there we go. Abby Beeman into the game as well. Seneca nowhere to go, gives it back up to Lopez. On the wing to Brooks. Lopez's pass deflected by Lakey into the crowd, into the Eureka fan section over there. Sticking around to scout these two teams. Good game in the first one tonight between Eureka and Burlington. Eureka won that one 55-46. There's another turnover ahead to Lakey down the lane. Long stride. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Lopez. Now there's a battle for it. And for Frontenac, Beeman comes away with it for Frontenac. Riley Green with the shot, won't go. Beeman with the rebound again. Shot on the way from Frankenberry is good. 11-0. Frontenac. First bucket for Frankenberry. Seneca triple teamed. She's going to force one up. She's fouled. And will head to the line to shoot a pair. Seneca just 5'7", giving up a little bit of height there down low, but able to get that shot up. First one off the mark for Seneca. Trojans just can't get on the board tonight. Seneca finally breaks the ice. Trojans trail it by 10. Quickly back the other way. Frankenberry trying to go low. Down low to Abby Beeman. Has it tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders. Frankenberry gets it into Lakey. Her shot from the free throw line is good. Ball stolen away. Lakey gets it back. Off the glass and in. Coach Urlacher's seen enough. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here and just everything we said the Trojans would have to do to stay in this one, they haven't done. They haven't shot the ball well and they haven't taken care of it on the offensive end, and Frontenac able to get transition buckets, and they've really controlled the boards as well, so just a kind of a perfect storm here tonight for the Trojans.
Yeah, my take over the first few minutes here is Frontenac can do no wrong, and Girard's having a hard time doing anything right. But positive side is they're only down 14, so that's plenty of time to make that up.
You got to start shooting the ball and taking care of it. Seneca in the lane, fading away, no good. Raiders control the rebound.
Travel.
Yeah, we got a traveling violation against Lakey. I have that as just the second turnover of the game on Frontenac, but that's unofficial. Brooks gives it up to Poland, being guarded by Lakey. Kinley Smith, we're going to get the blocking foul on Hattie Pyle. That's her first. 4th team foul on Frontenac. Well, they're leading in the score and in the fouls, but so far it hasn't hurt them any. Troyke to get it in from the baseline. Over the top to Cullen. She's kind of out of position. Now Emmeline Syndicate in the lane. Almost walked with it. Shot off the back iron, no good. Hattie Pyle with the rebound. Ripped away. Now Pyle gives it up to Annie Lee.
And they're going to get Syndicate with a foul.
That's Emmeline's first, second team foul on the Trojans. Lee with it on the wing, cross court to Lakey. He'll put it on the floor, now kicks it back out to Riley Green. Green will pull the trigger on a three. Off the mark, rebound comes down to Cullen. And out of a flurry of elbows, she gets it to Troyke, who loses a dribble. Now loose ball. Syndicate comes away with it. Now Riley Brooks with it for three, hits it. Trojans needed that. Riley Brooks, first bucket of the ball game, first field goal for the Trojans. And it cuts the lead to 11 here with 30 seconds left to play first quarter. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be Trojan ball with 22.4 left to play here in the first. Hopefully that three for Riley Brooks kind of settles everybody down for the Trojans a little bit. Now Frontenac going to bring that full court pressure again. Maddie Ham checking in, replacing Hattie Pyle. Keep Pyle from getting a cheap one here at the end of the first quarter. Troyke with it, gives it up to Riley Brooks. Couldn't hit the brakes fast enough. Opened herself up for a three. Faith Poland with it, 10 seconds. Now Troyke with it, 8 seconds. Back to Poland, she'll pull the trigger. And hits it. Big three for Faith Poland. And the Trojans have trimmed it to 8 at the end of one. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. For years, our customers have worked with the Farmers Bank staff located in Walnut, St. Paul, and Hepler. Now, with our new location in Girard, the community can experience the same service that has kept families coming back to Farmers Bank for generations. Stop by and visit our friendly staff at Farmers Bank at any of our locations in Walnut, St. Paul, Hepler, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back out here to Prairie View High School. After a quarter, Trojans trail it by 8. It was looking real rough for a little bit, and then a couple three-pointers right there at the end of the period kind of brought the Trojans back into relevance here in this one. And they'll have the ball to start the second quarter. Poland with it. Gives it up to Riley Brooks. Frankenberry guarding her. Quite a height advantage for Frankenberry, and that one tipped away out of bounds. And they're going to say it was off of Arnett, and they'll stay with the Trojans. I thought it got a little bit of Faith Poland's leg, but we'll take it. Trojans need a lot of things to go their way here. Get back into this one. One of them's going to be shooting. Give it up to Troike. She'll drive. Stops herself. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Kinley Smith, who tried to track down the loose ball. And it'll go back to Frontenac. Trying to build on that 8-point lead. Riley Green with it. Throws it away. Cullen comes away with it for the Trojans. Now they're back in business offensively. Almost walked with it, did Kinley Smith. Or double dribble, depending on what they want to call there. Mia Brown doing a good job defensively against Faith Poland. They try to get the entry pass to Kinley Smith. It's batted around and pinballs out to Riley Brooks. Now long cross-court pass to Kinley Smith on the wing. Trying to get it over the top of Cullen. She does. Cullen just cannot get anything to go under the blocks tonight. And the rebound comes down to Smith. She drives in and she's fouled. And
I'm going to say it was on the floor.
And they're going to get Sarah Wood with this one, I believe, number 12. Oh, nope. Got on Riley Green. Cullen with it on the wing, into the corner to Smith. She'll put it on the floor, goes baseline. Her shot's blocked by Hattie Pyle, and then a foul after going after the loose ball. And they may have gotten Faith Poland with that one, and they did. That's her first, third team foul on the Trojans. Girard with a couple opportunities to cut into this 8-point lead, just couldn't get anything to fall. And now we're going to get a foul against Bailey Troike. That's her first, fourth team foul on the Trojans. She collided with Mia Brown. Everybody appears to be okay. Frankenberry down the middle of the lane to Hattie Pyle. She's able to kick it out to Brown. Little 15-footer is good. First bucket of the night for Mia Brown. Puts Frontenac back up by 10. As Brown guards Faith Poland down the floor. Shot on the way from Riley Brooks, too strong. Rebound comes down to Troike. Back to Cullen. Cannot get it to go. And they're going to get a foul against Trojans on the rebound. Trojans going to bring some full court pressure against Frontenac. They get it into Riley Green and ahead. Now Pyle with it on the free throw liner. Shot deflected by Faith Poland over to Frankenberry. Air ball comes down to Kinley Smith, who will slow it down, gives it up to Troike. Now Riley Brooks with it, kicks it around to Kinley Smith. Back to Poland from the wing for three, no good. Rebound comes down to Wood. Now Mia Brown with it into the corner to Frankenberry. Shot on the way, no good off the iron. Rebound Troike, and she's fouled by Sarah Wood. That'll be Sarah's first. 16 foul against Frontenac. Next foul is going to send the Trojans to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Riley Brooks for three, too strong. Rebound comes down to Kinley Smith on the far side in the corner, kicks it out. Shot on the way from Danica Patrick. Short off the iron. Brooks fights for the rebound. Frontenac comes away with it. They get it ahead to Green. Now into the corner to Frankenberry. Into the middle of the lane to Pyle. Puts it on the floor. Puts a shoulder into Olivia Cullen and walked with it. Kind of lost the dribble there and had to tuck it almost like a football and ended up taking an extra step. Did Pyle, and that turns it over to the Trojans. Girard needs some points on this possession. They got to be a little crisper with the passes. Syndicate puts it on the floor into the corner to Smith. Now back to Syndicate. Out to Lopez for three, way off the mark. Danica's just had a real cold streak the last few games shooting the ball. She had a hot streak in the middle of the season, but she's kind of cooled off. That air ball turns it back over to Frontenac here with 4 minutes to play first half. Green with it. Now Brown, this is Pyle, top of the key. Green will drive baseline, puts it up, short. Rebound comes down to Olivia Cullen. Trojans back on the offensive end. Syndicate tries to put it on the floor. Fade away, no good. Rebound Pyle. Frontenac just dominating on the boards tonight. That rebound comes down and to Frontenac once again. Frankenberry is held, but we're going to do a held ball as Lopez got in there and got a hold of it. Arnett checks in for Riley Green for Frontenac.
Timeout Frontenac. I don't know. Everybody's standing, so I assume it's a 30.
Yeah. Arnett was talking something over with the officials. Coaches are like, yeah, no, come on. Well, Trojans have had some shots here, Jess. They've had several opportunities. Cullen in particular under the bucket. Can't get anything to go, and this PA announcer just doesn't understand
the squeal of the
reverb on a microphone. Like, turn that sucker off when you're not talking on it.
Yeah, the Trojan offense, they've had some nice looks. They just can't get anything to fall. There's a lid on this end of the court.
Well, hopefully when they switch ends at halftime, the lid will stay on.
I mean, I think their defense is doing a fine job. They've held them 17
not
points
bad.
there.
It's just the offense has struggled. They're not shooting the ball very well as a team. Hattie Pyle for three. No good off the back iron. Rebound again comes down to Frontenac. Shot attempt is good, and the foul for Sarah Wood. And when you're winning the battle under the boards, that's the type of play you're going to get eventually. Wood with the strong rebound and putback. Coach Herlocker over there working the official. Free throw, no good. Kinley Smith comes down with the rebound. Danica Lopez gets it down to Cullen. She's triple teamed. Kicks it back out to Lopez. Over to Smith, top of the key. Riley Brooks for three, way strong with it. Just everybody's off the mark tonight. Arnett ahead to Lakey, and she double dribbled. Brooks and Cullen take a seat. Faith Poland back into the game, along with Troike. Another steal. Arnett with it on the wing. Gives it up to Brown, over to Lakey. Back to Brown. She'll pull the trigger on a three and hits. You get the feeling if Frontenac played Girard every night, their three-point percentage would be way better. As a team, they shoot it well under 30%, but when they play Girard, they shoot it about 50 to 75%. A bucket and a foul for Hattie Pyle in transition. And this one's starting to get out of hand for the Trojans.
Just missed too many open looks under the basket early. And the three-pointers, we talked about how the three-pointers got to make some shots.
Well, Snow, looks like you're here tomorrow night. I got turnover, goes to Lakey, and she's fouled on the shot attempt. And she'll head to the line. A 17-point lead now, or 18-point lead. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans trailing big here in the second quarter. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also your place for pit boss and Traeger grills? Plus, they have the supplies you need to whip up a tasty meal for the whole family. From pans to pellets, you'll find it all at Chronister's. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Welcome back to Lacine. What is it? Mike Snow calls it Arma of the North. Trojans trail it 25-7 to the Frontenac Raiders. As Lakey hits the first. There we go. And she hits them both. Trojans now down by 20. Looking for an answer offensively, and they just kind of appear out of sorts. The spacing's weird. There's the cut. Syndicate finally gets one to fall under the bucket. 3 points for Syndicate. Trojans cut it to 18. Lakey with it on the wing, quickly down low. Got a held ball on the rebound between Arnett and Kinley Smith. And possession arrow favors the Trojans. Syndicate will sit. Olivia Cullen back into the game for the Trojans. So it's Lopez, Troike, Smith, Poland, and Cullen on the floor right now for Girard. And they're going to get Lakey with a reach-in foul on Lopez.
That'll send Lopez to shoot a 1-and-1.
Yep. Both teams in the bonus, which can make for a very long minute 33 left here in the second quarter. But it's a chance for the Trojans to score with the clock stopped. And Lopez rattles off, no good. Just hasn't shot the ball well here over the last few weeks. Arnett for three, or I'm sorry, Brown for three, won't go. Battle for the rebound. Cullen comes away with it, and it's going to end up in the hands of Lopez. And the Trojans will get it back. Every rebound a battle in this one. Troike being guarded down the floor by Brown. Gives it up to Smith. Now Faith Poland with it, back up top to Troike. She'll swing it to Lopez, being guarded by Lakey. Almost has her pocket picked. Gives it up to Cullen. Nothing looking easy for the Trojans on the offensive end here tonight, and they credit the defense for that, as once again Brown comes up with a steal. I don't know about the held ball on that one. Looked like Brown had a steal, and Troike grabbed her arm, but the official bails Bailey out there. It will turn the ball over to Frontenac here with 39.6 to play first half. Raiders leading it by 18. Now with it on the offensive end, here's Brown. Nowhere to go there to the right. She'll kick it back out to Riley Green, around to Lakey on the wing. Back across, picked off by Kinley Smith. And she misses the dead to right's layup. Good defense there in transition by Lakey to not commit the foul. Now they get it quickly down low, back out to Riley Green. Thought about three. Pulls up from the elbow and hits. First bucket of the night for Riley Green. Back to a 20-point lead for Frontenac. Lopez doesn't get the shot off, and that's the end of the first half. Trojans in a big hole. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back for the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National.
Welcome back out to Prairie View High School, Lacine-ish, Kansas. At the break, the Trojans trail it by 20, 29-9 to the Frontenac Raiders. The winner will go on to play Eureka in the Sub-State Championship. They defeated Burlington in the first game tonight, 55-46. We want to let you know that our halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Let's take a look at some of the first half stats first for the Frontenac Raiders. They're led in scoring by Heather Arnett. She has 6 points. Hattie Pyle and Mia Brown each have 5. Kinley Lakey also has 6 points. And then Sydney Frankenberry, Sarah Wood, and Riley Green each have a bucket to round out the scoring for the Raiders. For the Trojans, a trifecta of leading scorers, Faith Poland, Emmeline Sinnecott, and Riley Briggs each have 3 points to round out the scoring. For the Trojans, they trail it by 20 here at the break, and Jess, it's a big hole to try and dig out of, especially against a team that plays defense like Frontenac does, and a team that's been shooting the ball as well as Frontenac is predictably in this game.
Yeah, 20 points is going to be a mountain to climb, especially if Frontenac keeps that press on at all.
Even if they're running that half-court trap, it's going to be real hard.
Trojan offense has just struggled to secure the basketball, and they have a little bit all season struggled with any team that puts a little pressure on us. But I've seen stranger things happen. I really have. I mean, that's why we play the game.
I've seen stranger things happen, just not very often.
Right.
Yeah.
I still got my quarter on the table. So
to quote Jack Sparrow, it's not impossible. It's just not probable.
Just not probable.
Right. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the GN Bank halftime show as we move closer to second half action here from Prairie View High School in Lacine. The Trojans trail it by 20 at the break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also the place for Clark and Kensington paint? Quality paint with an incredible selection of colors, plus all the tools and supplies you need to transform your paint project. From paint to pliers, you'll find it at Chronister's Hardware. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Westridge is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Westridge is a retirement community with a philosophy of providing seniors with an alternative lifestyle. This lifestyle enhances the retirement years by offering a worry-free, stress-free environment. Their professional staff is there to assist if needed, while active seniors are encouraged to enjoy their daily lives. Westridge is now hiring. To learn more about their open positions, call 620-724-6760. That's 620-724-6760. Go Trojans from Westridge Assisted Living.
All right, we're underway here in the second half. Trojans with the ball to begin the period. There's a held ball. Possession arrow favors Frontenac, so the Trojans start the second half much the same way they started the first half with the turnover. And Frontenac with the ball here with an opportunity to build on this 20-point lead. Brown with it, top of the key. Over the top to Arnett. Into the corner to Frankenberry. And to Arnett. Wood with it. Now they'll swing it back around to Frankenberry. She'll put it on the floor. Baseline, 15-footer. Rattles off no good. Rebound comes down to Hattie Pyle. She's surrounded, and her pass is stolen by Bailey Troike. And there's going to be a foul afterwards. And I think they're going to get Wood with that one. And that's her second. Troike trying to get it down to Seneca. She does. Slings it out in the corner to Poland. Open for three. No good. Rebound's going to come down to Mia Brown. And she quickly back the other way. Gets it to Wood, mishandled the pass. Then she throws an errant one out there, tracked down by Hattie Pyle. Frankenberry with the shot fake. Short on the floater. Cullen comes down with it. Quickly ahead to Kinley Smith. Now on the blocks to Sinnecott. And Sarah Wood's going to pick up the blocking foul. That's going to be three on her. She picks up two quick ones to start the third quarter. Trojans get it in over the top to Cullen. Kicks it back out to Smith. Top of the key to Troike. Drives. Back out to Poland for three, and she hits. Going to need a lot of that. Trojans are 6 points for Faith Poland. Cuts the lead to 17. Quickly back the other way. Pyle with it. Her shot no good. Cullen with the rebound. Trojans doing a little bit better job rebounding here to start the third quarter. Seneca lobs it in to Cullen. Tries to clear some space. Now backs Wood down. Now Kinley Smith with it. Reverse layup. Rolls off. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Frontenac. It'll stay with the Trojans. Bad pass from the official to Faith Poland there, so they'll do that inbound play again. Get it into Kinley Smith in the corner now. Troike with it, top of the key, drives down the lane, kicks it out to Poland. Guarded by Mia Brown. Now Poland trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Troike. Over to Kinley Smith. Drives baseline, loses her dribble. Pass deflected. Now Seneca comes up with it. Tell you what, Heather Arnett's like a one-man wrecking crew in those passing lanes. Seems to deflect almost any pass that's near her. Three-pointer on the way from Poland is good. 9 points now for Faith Poland. Cuts the lead to 14. A couple more stops and a couple more threes. This is a ball game again, Jess.
Read my mind.
Another turnover.
There's how it starts.
Kinley Smith comes away with it for the Trojans. Now just don't dribble into traffic with it. Kicks it out. Another open three to Poland. Nails it. 9 points here in the third quarter for Faith Poland. Trojans cut the lead to 11. And there's a traveling violation against Frankenberry. Oh, no, there's a timeout. It looked like she walked with it. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans trying to claw their way back into it. They trail it by 11. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Trojans cut the lead to 11 here in the third quarter behind three-point buckets by Faith Poland. She's got the only points in the second half of the Trojans, but they're 9 big ones. As the Trojans are threatening to make this one a ball game again. Mia Brown handling back to Frankenberry. She pulls the trigger on a three, partially deflected. Cullen comes away with it. And now Danica Lopez will handle it up the court for the Trojans. Seneca with it at the elbow. Wants to get it to Lopez and does. Lopez working off a pick from, and she walked with it. It's a little indecision there as she got close to the bucket. Brown with it now. Over to Arnett on the wing. Into the corner to Riley Green. Nobody on this Frontenac squad's great at shooting threes, but they're not afraid to shoot threes. As Brown hoists one up, Poland comes down with the rebound for the Trojans. Long outlet pass to Kinley Smith. She'll drive it. Off the glass, no good. Riley Green with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Brown, who saves it in. It's going to end up in the hands of Smith again, being pursued by Pyle. The back ends up in the hands of Faith Poland. No fouls anywhere. Riley Green comes away with it for Frontenac. It's starting to look like a 5th grade basketball game with all the contact they're allowing. You call 20 fouls, you call no fouls, you get paid the same, Jess. Shot on the way from Arnett is good. 9 points for Heather Arnett, and that stops the bleeding for Frontenac. Now into the lane to Sinnott. Has it swiped away by Arnett from behind. Just difficult for the Trojans. You catch it in the lane, you're probably not going to be able to put it on the floor. Green's shot no good. And they're going to get a foul against the Trojans, going for the loose ball. I think they're going to get Faith Poland with this one. Faith having to repair her glasses. Those things taking a beating this year, that's for sure. That's her second foul. And I'm not sure what the call is here, but they're going to choose the old-fashioned do-over. Well, that didn't work. We'll give you another try. Riley Green, long three-pointer, nothing but air. Out of bounds, turns back over to the Trojans. You got to get a lot on it to hit a shot from, what, like 35 feet? I'm not sure how far that was. That was a long one. Riley Brooks in the game. Lopez will try a three. Rattles off. No good. Rebound to Hattie Pyle. Pushes ahead to Riley Green. She'll weave her way into the lane. Shot no good. Rebound tipped in. It'll come to the Trojans. Now here's Brooks. Oh, the official started to call a charge and then called a block. The hybrid charge block call goes in the Trojans' favor, as they're going to whistle Arnett with that one. That's her third.
Good call.
Smith's shot from the baseline, no good. She's had a heck of a time getting anything to fall tonight. Lakey into the lane. Shot is up and good for Abby Beeman, her first points of the night. And Frontenac starting to pull away again. 16-point lead for the Raiders. Lopez working off a screen. Fading away on the baseline, won't go. Rebound comes down to Arnett. Long outlet pass to Lakey. And she puts it in. 8 points now for Lakey, as it's an 18-point lead for Frontenac. Cullen gets it on the baseline, and she's fouled. We'll see who they whistle for this one. They're going to get Hattie Pyle with it. That's her second. Arnett will take a seat with 3 fouls. Annie Lee checks into the game for Frontenac. Pass tipped away by Lakey. Riley Brooks able to track it down. Gives it up to Poland. Around on the wing to Smith. Brooks with it over to Lopez in the corner. Back to Brooks. She'll pull the trigger on a three from the wing and hits it. Left her all alone. 6 points for Riley Brooks. Stops the bleeding for the Trojans. We're going to have a foul on the floor. I believe they're going to get Faith with this one.
Lopez, I think, right?
Nope. Yep, Danica. So Trojans trail it by 15 here. Hattie Pyle with the inbound. Swing it around to Lakey. Back to Frankenberry, and they try to get it down low to Pyle. They're going to get a foul. I believe they're going to get Bailey Troike banging down there with Pyle. That's 3 on Bailey. Get into Pyle at the elbow. Shot on the way is good. 7 points for Hattie Pyle. 3-pointer no good for Brooks. Troike gets the loose ball. Her shot attempt no good. Frankenberry comes away with it for Frontenac. Now Pyle with it, middle of the lane. Turnaround 10-footer, rattles off, no good. Rebound comes down to Beeman. And her shot no good. And there's a foul against Frontenac. They're going to get Lakey with this one. That's her second.
They have it as her fourth.
Wow. All right, my unofficial stats. I'm sure I gave one to somebody else. That's no good. Brooks again, open for 3. She pulls trigger, short with it, off the iron, then off the head. of Beeman. Comes down to Cullen. Her shot no good off the bottom of the backboard. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trojans trail it by 17. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back out here to Prairie View High School, Lacinish, Kansas. Trojans trailing it big here after 3. Down by 17 to the Frontenac Raiders. This would be the third time the Raiders have beaten the Trojans this year, unless the Trojans able to turn it around in a big way here in this final quarter. Trojans tried to get 6 players out there. That would give them an advantage, yes, but officials made Riley Brooks go sit down. Cullen gives it up. Now Poland with the three-pointer. No good. Rebound down to Hattie Pyle. Frankenberry in the corner now. Back out. Mia Brown with it. Frontenac can afford to take their time, although it doesn't look like that's what's on their mind. Pyle's shot short. Poland ahead to Kinley Smith in transition. Blocked by Hattie Pyle. Pyle comes up with the loose ball. And Frontenac right back with it. Tick down to 7 minutes left here. This could be the last 7 minutes of the season for the Trojans unless they can get something going. Try to get it down to Frankenberry on the block. She's going to be fouled on the floor. They're going to get Faith Poland with this one. I have that as her third. Me and the scorekeeper agree. Arnett for the long three from the corner, no good. Poland with the rebound for the Trojans. They're going to push ahead. Her pass picked off by Arnett. And the bucket. Arnett she's a good defender. Trojans just haven't been very crisp passing the ball tonight. And you can't do that with her on the floor. As it's a 19-point lead now for Frontenac. Troike will drive, kicks back out to Poland for 3. Off the mark. Rebound comes down to Troike, held ball situation. And the possession arrow favors Frontenac. Jess, I think you've got more texts tonight than I get in a whole year. Seneca shot rattles off, no good. It's been that kind of night for the Trojans. They've had so many point-blank looks at it, they just can't get them to fall. Clock's running now, 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Smith with it, top of the key, gives it to Seneca at the elbow, and she shoved Hattie Pyle in the chest. The official saw that, and Seneca will get the foul, turn it over to Frontenac. Leading by 19 with under 6 left to play. Arnett will inbound. Gets it into Mia Brown across the half-court line. Frankenberry in the corner, drives in. She has it poked away and ends up with Cullen. Trojans get the turnover. See if they can get some points here. Kinley Smith on the baseline, gets it to go. First bucket of the night for Kinley Smith. And we got a timeout. Coach Fields wants to talk things over for Frontenac. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans trail it by 17. 5:29 to play. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Trojans trying to find some magic here in the waning moments of this sub-state semifinal matchup against the Frontenac Raiders. The Raiders won the previous 2 matchups with the Trojans this year. Swept them in the regular season. Now Girard bringing the full pressure. And Kinley Smith comes away with it. She's fouled on the shot attempt and will head to the line. And that's what the Trojans got to do, Jess. First, get turnovers. And secondly, try and get to the line and score with the clock stopped.
And finish.
Yeah, it would have been the and one would have been a better scenario for the Trojans, but still to get a chance to score here with the clock stopped. Smith's first trip to the line tonight. First one in and out. Trojans just 1 of 4 from the stripe tonight. Make that 1 of 5.
That's a travel, double dribble, something.
Arnett with it. Clock ticks under 5 minutes to play. She's just standing there holding it. Now in trouble, looking for some help. Tipped away. And the Trojans turn him over again. See if they can get some points here. Royke with it on the offensive end. Smith gets it down low to Cullen, working on Pyle. Into the lane, off the glass. Won't go. And then there's going to be a foul after the rebound against the Trojans. Did they get that on?
Emmeline Sinica. They say that's her 4th.
That can't be right.
I don't know. They might not be adjusting that number.
Yeah, I don't know that they're any more correct than I am, Jess. I don't know. Trojans turned up the defensive pressure. Frontenac able to break it. Frankenberry from the corner. Shot won't go. Hattie Pyle with the rebound. Frontenac resets. This is Riley Green with it, the sophomore. She'll give it up. Where's Green, a freshman? She may be a freshman. Gives it up to Brown. Now Arnett, the senior, with it. Stand with it on her hip. Nobody guarding her. Here comes Sinica. Now Arnett dribbles into the lane, gives it up to Mia Brown. She walked with it. And the Trojans will get it back here. They got to come away with points. They've had lots of turnovers, lots of opportunities on the offensive end. Just haven't been able to get anything at all to fall. Especially in the paint, real problems. Royke working off a screen. Now double team, gets it out to Lopez. And Riley Brooks with it now, top of the key, guarded by Frankenberry. Back out to Troike. Now down Kinley Smith. She'll drive baseline now. Back across, steps across. Wild shot, no good. And Arnett comes down with the rebound. Gives it up to Frankenberry. Now Mia Brown with it. Kicks it over in the corner to Riley Green. Gives it up to Hattie Pyle. They're going to get a ticky-tack foul on Kinley Smith. Out there against Hattie Pyle, a little hand check.
And that's the 7th team foul to send Frontenac to the bonus. 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go.
Would make for a long stretch here as Pyle hits the first. Faith Poland checks back into the game for Danica Lopez. Poland had that run in the third quarter where she scored 9 points from beyond the arc to kind of draw the Trojans back into it. Since then, she's gone cold and nobody else has heated up. Working around the perimeter now. Poland being guarded by Lakey, has it slapped away, but gets it back. Now Troike with it to Smith. Now around to Brooks. Now Smith with it on the baseline, working against Hattie Pyle. Gets it back out to Brooks. Long possession for the Trojans, now down to 2.5. Swinging around to Poland. Trying to get it over the top, and it's picked off by Pyle. Green gives it up to Lakey into the lane, kicks it out to Green, and she's fouled by Faith Poland. Poland got Green kind of hard there, but I think it's just momentum more than frustration or anything. That's 4 on Poland. You'd hate to see these seniors, any of them from Girard, foul out of this game. I'd like to see them be able to finish it at this point. Troike with it now on the offensive end, needs help. Gets it to Smith in the lane, and she's going to be fouled. Now just a philosophical thing, because I'm not a fan of any official at any time, no matter the circumstance. Like, if you don't call the hand check fouls in the first half, why do you call the hand check fouls in a 20-point game with 1:51?
Right, I agree.
Why are you calling that foul? As Smith hits the first. Misses the second. Trojans just 2 of 7 from the stripe tonight. Lakey puts it on the floor, now kicks it back out to Hattie Pyle. Troike comes out and fouls her. Is that 4 on Troike? Yep.
It's been 4 on the last 3 or 4 people, according to the scoreboard. So I've lost faith on whether that's correct or not.
Heather Arnett checks out. Coach Fields going to let her sit and save it for tomorrow night. Pyle's free throw rolls off. Now Troike with it for the Trojans. 1.5 to play as we're pretty much into hopeless time here. Lakey with the steal. Back the other way, full speed, no good. Rebound comes down to Mia Brown. Her shot blocked by Cullen. And she's fouled after the rebound. And they're going to get Mia Brown with that one. That's Brown's first. And they're going to get Faith Poland going for the rebound. And that could be it for Faith.
I think they just called her, knocked it out of bounds.
Lakey will take a seat along with Mia Brown as Coach Fields starts to empty the bench. Lydia Pyle into the game, Hattie's older sister. Green fouled in the backcourt by Riley Brooks. Stops the clock with 1:12 left to play. It'll send Riley Green to the line to shoot the 1-and-1, or nope, she'll shoot a pair. Trojans in the double bonus now. First one off the mark for Green. Second one's good. 21-point lead now for Frontenac. It's about the way the first two matchups this season finished, so fairly consistent result each time. Cullen with it, middle of the lane, shot on the way is good. First bucket of the night for Olivia Cullen. And she's had some point-blank looks at it and just hasn't been able to get it to fall. It's been that kind of frustrating offensive night for the Trojans, but you take your hat off to the defensive effort that Frontenac's put out here tonight, and it's much like the effort we saw them put out the first two times these teams met. And now Frontenac's going to have their hands full tomorrow night when they take on Eureka, because that's a pretty good-looking Eureka squad. They've got several good-looking players, and the Raiders are going to have to really give it a defensive effort tomorrow night, Jess.
Yeah, but the way the Raiders kind of extend that defense, they could give Eureka all they want as well. That's going to be a fun ball game to watch.
I'm just saying the advantage to Eureka is in the post. They've got some good post players, and I think they're a little bit better down low than Girard is this season. So we'll see how it goes. I'll be here to watch the first quarter of it as I pack up my gear. Green with it, running around trying to burn clock, almost traveled with it. Now the ball's stolen away. Kinley Smith comes away with it. And it's stolen away from her by Green, who then steps on the end line, and he'll give it back to the Trojans. Frustrating night offensively for Kinley Smith. Just 3 points tonight. She's had quite a few opportunities, just hasn't been able to get anything to fall. And you say that for lots of Trojans tonight. Poland's three-pointer no good. Mia Hamm comes down with the rebound for Frontenac. Now gives it up to Green. She'll pass it forward over the top and gets it back now, top of the key, being guarded by that's going to just about do it. Mia Hamm's going to hold the ball till the buzzer. And Frontenac wins this one by 21. Lady Trojan season comes to an end. They finished the season 15-6, a pretty respectable mark for any team. But their season will end tonight as Frontenac will advance to play Eureka in the nightcap tomorrow night here in Lacine. I think we'll step away for a moment, come back, fire up the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance post-game show. Maybe get a chance to talk to Coach Herlocker after a disappointing loss tonight and rough end of the Trojan season, dropping their third in a row this season to the Frontenac Raiders. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Well, welcome back out here to Prairie View High School. Trojans drop it 45-26 to the Frontenac Raiders, third loss this season to Frontenac, and they've all been by about the same margin, Jess, so I guess you could just say that Frontenac was 20 points consistently better than the Trojans every time they met this year. And just tough defense every time out by Frontenac, and that really frustrated the Trojans, made it hard to get into their offense. And then you combine that with once you rush a team and they get sped up, then you're not shooting the ball in rhythm. It affects everything down the line, and that's kind of what we saw tonight for Girard.
Yeah, they were just
out of sync.
Yeah, they just wasn't the same Trojan team that went 15-6, and let's talk about that a second, Josh, if you can. You know, the three seniors, 15-6. You know, I said every time a season comes to an end, there's only one team in all of 3A that'll win their last game.
They won't have tears at the end of the season, yeah.
So they've had a wonderful season. It's been a lot of fun to watch them. Olivia Cullen's going to go on and play some volleyball at Pitt State. I think Kinley Smith's going to run track at Pitt State. Faith Pullen, I can't say enough about Faith. She's been so much fun to watch. She's had a couple knee surgeries. She
And that will affect you.
Yeah. But she's made such a big impact on the basketball court for all 4 years. She got a lot of time as a freshman even. So it's been a lot of fun to watch her play. So kudos to this Trojan team. And, Coach Herlocker will do what he can and build with what he's got. And it's time to start worrying about next year's Trojan basketball.
That's right. But first we got to worry about the boys' game coming up tomorrow night. Trojans taking on the Wildcats from Burlington, who defeated Frontenac in a barn burner last night. I kept wanting to leave, and I couldn't because the game was so tight coming down the stretch. I ended up staying here for the whole darn thing. And then Frontenac came up short in that one, so Trojans will take on Burlington. Don't you unplug me, Snow. That's me. Okay. Don't you do it. All right. Right now we're joined by head coach Brad Herlocker of the Girard Trojans. And, Coach, bring you in here just right on the fly. Tough 19-point loss tonight to Frontenac. Third time this year you guys have dropped a game to them. But, man, 15-6 is nothing to scoff at. The Trojans had a really good season this year, and hate to see it end this way, but like Jess and I were saying before you got here, there's only one team this year who's not going to end the season with some tears and be unhappy with the result. So a heck of a season this year for your girls.
Tonight just was not our night. I felt like early on we lost our heads a little bit, called several timeouts. We finally kind of got it under control. I felt like we, from that point on, executed really, really well. I felt like we had some fairly easy close to layups. We had some wide open outside looks. Overall, I think we got better looks throughout the rest of the game. It's just you can't spot a really, really good team that many points.
Right.
And Frontenac's a really, really good team.
Well, they're going to have their work cut out for them tomorrow night against a really good Eureka squad. But talk a little bit, I guess it's time to think about your seniors and their leadership on your squad this year. Olivia Cullen, Faith Poland, Kinley Smith really kind of carried you guys, especially when I think about that lockdown defense that Kinley would play from time to time. Put her on the best offensive player on the opposition, and they're going to be missed next year, that's for sure.
Yeah, some huge holes, some big shoes to fill. Kinley, you go all the way back to that CJ game and the game she had against that Berge girl. And just throughout the season, she came so far. She came to us unbelievably raw as a freshman and really worked herself into a pretty darn good starter high school basketball player. Olivia was having one heck of a season. She hurt her elbow there and kind of lost momentum and tried to get it back. And she you knew with Livy what she was going to bring every single night. And she brought it every single night. Couldn't be more proud of her. She's going to get to go on. Her and Kinley both going to get to go on and to Pitt State and have some success athletically. And then obviously Faith Poland. I can tell you as a grown adult man, I don't think I could come back from the stuff Faith Poland came back from.
Yeah, 2 knee surgeries, and we talked about that before you got here, and just a heck of a spirit and will to come back from 2 knee surgeries and compete all season long up and down the floor. And great senior leadership this year on this squad, Coach. And I know the emotional connection that you make with your team over the course of the year and how much it's hurting you right now. But sitting here, we've really enjoyed watching them play this year. And I want to thank you for coming up and talking to us every night, whether it's a win or a loss. And you've always been positive about your squad, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah, Girard's a very special place. I say it maybe too often, but it is. And we appreciate the support we get we have some great fans out there. We appreciate all the sponsors that bring, Girard Sports Live to this thing. Just can't say enough about that. And their ability to help people follow the Trojans with all the COVID and all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Everyone, grandparents from clear off somewhere else can
can go to Girard Sports Live, and that none of that can happen without the sponsors. And so I want to thank from the bottom of my heart those sponsors for making that happen for our kids.
All right, Coach. Well, sorry it ended like it did tonight, but been a good time watching you guys this season, and we look forward to next year. Thanks for coming up and joining us.
Thank you.
All right, Coach. That's Coach Brad Herlocker, the Girard Trojans. They drop the final game here tonight, 45-26 to the Frontenac Raiders. Frontenac will go on to play Eureka tomorrow night in the championship game of this sub-state tournament. Trojan boys still in action tomorrow night, and they will take on Burlington at 5:30 tip. Call it about a 5 o'clock pregame right here on Girard Sports Live. So before they turn the lights out on us and shut the power off here in Prairie View, I think we're going to put a bow on this one. For Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing,